Fat to Fit, day 185. I have a lot of good news today. I did all kinds of good stuff today. I did a ton of exercise today. I got a ton of sleep, and I weighed in at my lowest weight by far today, beating my previous record by over a pound, by a pound exactly. Before I had weighed in at 176.2 pounds. Now today I weighed in at 175.2 pounds, my lowest weight by far, meaning that I've lost 36.6 pounds over the course of this diet, and I've got 13.4 more pounds to lose to make the even 50 pounds lost, and I want to do that before summer starts in 48 days. I had 10 hours worth of sleep last night. I definitely needed it. I was accruing quite a bit of sleep debt, and I've been paying it off. I basically only paid it off last night, so things are going pretty good in that department. I had 5 grams of creatine, as I always do. I did all kinds of exercise today. I shot a bunch of arrows today. Check out what I did to my arrows. Check this out. Check out how good of an archer I am, guys. Check that out. I'm a really good archer, aren't I, guys? I definitely did that on purpose. I ruined an arrow on purpose, guys. It was definitely, arrows are really cheap, so I can just replace them, and it's nothing, guys. I love buying new arrows. It's great, but that's how good of an archer I actually am. If you're an OG or you've looked at like my first week or two of videos, you'll see I was doing all kinds of, archery back in the day. I was shooting a bunch of arrows. It's a nice little hobby of mine that I like to do that kind of gets me a little bit sweaty. I get, it's kind of a physical thing, but it's not too physical. It's a nice little hobby. It's a nice little like kind of exercise, but not really type thing. And I did some archery today. I shot about 100 arrows, 3 quivers worth with this bad boy. 40-pound bow. I like using it. It's very fun. Makes me feel cool as well. Unless I miss, then I feel stupid, okay, guys? I don't like missing. I'm kind of an egomaniac when it comes to archery, and if I miss my target, I'm like, I flip out, guys. You wouldn't even believe it. But I did all kinds of exercise today. I did 17 push-ups and then a 1/3 mile jog 3 times. Then I did a 100-foot crab walk. After that, I did 4 sets of 8 back squats with 45 pounds. I did 2 sets of 5 deadlifts with 225 pounds. I wanted to do 3, but I was kind of ego lifting, if I'm not lying. So I'll lower that by 40 pounds next time, and I'll try to do 3 sets of 5 then. I did 4 sets of 8 pen lay rows with 70 pounds. That is bent over barbell rows, if you don't know. And then I did 4 sets of 12 calf raises with 45 pounds. After I had done all my exercises, all 3 of them, I was like, I kind of want to work, calves a little bit. Honestly, my legs, I've never really worked my legs that much. So I want to strengthen my legs a little bit. I want to get my calves working, so I did those calf raises. And I also did a 1-minute rest between all of these sets. I shot 100 arrows, as I said, then I walked my dog with a 24-pound weighted vest, trying to get my back used to carrying around a weighted vest. I think my back is pretty strong, though, honestly. I feel like that's one of my better muscle groups, if I'm being real. That, my chest and my abs are probably my strongest muscle groups, if I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, especially if I cover up my love handles. Most of the fat on my body is now currently like in my love handles and my face a little bit, and also like on my legs and my glutes, okay, guys? So that's where most of the fat is. Most of my upper body has sort of cut the fat off, so things are going pretty good. I'm getting that thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? Okay? Wait. Okay, that's the thumbnail. That's 3 minutes and 38 seconds. I got to remember that, guys. So I had 1,745 calories worth of food today with 69 grams of protein. And then I had, today's day 3 of the streak of me not cheating on my diet. Remember, I raised it. Before it was 1,200 calories minimum, no more than 1,600 calories, not including protein shakes. Now it's 2,000 calories, not including protein shakes. We're keeping the minimum the same. So I had 1,745 calories. Here's what I had to eat. I had a Japanese rice cake because someone offered that to me yesterday, and I was like, wait a second, I'll save this for tomorrow. So I saved it until this morning, and then I ate that. That was 80 calories, 1 gram of protein. A bunch of people brought in food at my work, so that was pretty sweet. I had some burgers. That was 1,035 calories worth of food with 62 grams of protein. I looked all this up, so I know what it was. I had some ice cream. That was 410 calories, 6 grams of protein. That was legit. I had a little thing of applesauce that I brought. That was 120 calories, 0 grams of protein. And I had some chocolate just because it was lying around, and I snatched it. I snatched it real quick. This is the point of view of a piece of chocolate that is in my house. Okay, that was 100 calories, 1 gram of protein. All in all, today I had 1,745 calories, 69 grams of protein. Day 3 of the streak, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do 4 sets of 15 push-ups and then a 1/3 mile jog. And then once I'm done with those 4 sets, I will do a 100-foot crab walk as usual. Been working, it kind of works my triceps. It works my abs as well. So I like doing those. And then I will do a 4-mile run immediately after that. And by the way, when I say 1 minute rest between sets, I'm saying that for the weightlifting. I don't do that between the push-ups and the jogs and stuff like that. That is all just, I try and keep myself doing it continuously. I do the push-ups, do the 1/3 mile, do the push, and I do that 3 times, and then I come out and then I immediately do the crab walk. That's how I do those. But the weightlifting, I do a 1 minute rest between sets, and then I have like a minute or two or more of between each different exercise. I just kind of do them right in a row. I like to get stuff done. Okay, I got stuff to do. I got arrows to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I've been doing recently. I've been playing some Battlefront 2, the Classic Edition. I'm almost done with that. I got to the Yavin 4 map, and it's like kind of difficult. Honestly, I keep getting smoked at the end, so I'm trying to beat it. I want to beat this game. I think I got like 3 more maps left after this. I'm going to beat that. I've been watching some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think I'm like 6 episodes into that. In 2 weeks, Doom Dark Ages comes out. I'm super excited for that. Unfortunately, it's like $70, but I guess I'll waste the money on that. I guess, I'm pretty excited for that. That's going to be my #1 game of the year, I feel like. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Until then, I don't know what else I'm going to play. I'm considering playing Civilization 6. That's one of the games in my Steam backlog, so I will probably play that. We'll see if I like it. I don't know. That's basically it for today. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Your mother is so fat that she has 8 other less fat mamas orbiting her. See you tomorrow.